What's going on, guys? I want to cover today's price action. So I felt that it was a pretty decent day, right? I think that we had a lot of volatility, enough to kind of, get in, make some trades, especially on a Friday where you never really want to go too crazy on a Friday. I think we finished one of the accounts up $585. The other account that I traded today was up about $320. So again, all in all, good day for a Friday. What I want to cover in this video is how to trade red folder news, right? So I have a feeling like a lot of people, you see this big candle, this came from the pre-market. We got that news release, we got those numbers, market didn't like it, sold off. A lot of people try to jump in on that one particular candle. I'm not saying that you can't do it, but it's very hard, especially when the candle's moving, 260 points in a 5-minute range. I mean, I think at one point in time it was like a 100-point drop. So let's say you get in, it's going down, 2, 3, 4, 5 points very quickly. It could shoot up 20 points, shoot down 30 points, shoot up 20 points in the midst of it closing. So how I like to play the news is not necessarily take the breakdown and the initial breakdown, because it's hard to manage size. I like to wait for the market open to happen, which is here. We're looking at the 5-minute time frame on the right hand side of the screen. This is my hourly view. Now, once the market opens, what I'm realistically looking for is the low to get confirmed. All right, same thing. I'd be looking for the high to get confirmed. So we've got a big 250 point range here. And essentially what I'm looking for is the break of that essential news candle pivot. And then I'm looking for the confirmation. So once you get that confirmation, your entry should be right here. I took this trade off the open. Again, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 minutes off the open. So again, I'm never too excited to want to trade the first 5-minute candle of the day. I could care less about the first 5-minute candle of the day. Again, what I'm focusing on is what was the number from news, right? That's the pivot, that's the low. And then let the market open up, let the market do its thing. What I'm waiting for is a break of that number, of that price, and then my entry goes if we confirm that. Because what I'm thinking is even if I take this move, there would have been money to be made on that first initial move. But sometimes I've seen it kind of wick down and then wick back up. And then all of a sudden you're just like a deer in the headlights. So I like to actually let it break the pivot, put in a new low, and then I'm taking essentially what I call the second entry right here on this candle. Because what I want to see is once we break that new low, I want to see, do we backtrack and do we get rejected, right? And in this particular scenario, based on the way that I trade, which I kind of teach in Evolution Traders each and every single day, is this linear regression is extremely important to me. So when I see us back test this linear regression and it stops, it's giving me all the more confidence in the world to take this to the downside. And again, I didn't take much on it, guys. I took maybe about 8 points on this whole move here. And if you look at the move, how many points that actually was, from 21,000, let's call it 21,010, all the way down to 20,930. It was over 70 points, 60 points. I only took about 8 points, but I did trade it on 2 micros. So decent enough trade for me, about $320 on that move to the downside. And again, that was on a funded account, so I'm okay with that. All I'm trying to do on these funded accounts is just rack up green days. The more green days that I can rack up, I know that I'm going to win the overall week. And the more weeks that I win, I know that I'm going to win the month. So again, a lot of times it's not necessarily about getting so much FOMO to where you want to take every single trade and just continue to, spin your wheels in the mud. It's just about finding that one good opportunity. If it works, lock out the account. Now, of course, I traded more setups. One of the other setups was here, up 20 play pivot to the long side, which again, we teach in the strategy course that I offer and also in the Discord. So something like this, how to know that this floor is actually going to hold and it's going to start going up, is what we kind of teach and go over. So if you guys want to look at that, that link is down in the description box below. Also, guys, we're adding a new segment to Evolution Traders. We are going to do a morning scalpers club pre-market. So I've got another trader in there who's an excellent, phenomenal trader. They do a lot of scalping in the pre-market. Again, if you're into that, join the room. You can definitely get access to that live trading in the morning. And then I'm actually going to be doing a pre-market levels watch list. So heading into the market open, I'm going to have specific levels, areas of interest. go long, go short type of stuff. And then I'm going to get on and do my regular live trading about an hour after the market opens, hour and a half after the market opens. And we're just going to do the live trading with D show after that. So if you're interested in those type of things, definitely join Evolution Traders. That link is down in the description box below. Make sure you guys have a blessed and safe weekend. Also, make sure you guys are back testing this weekend. You need to back test. You need to go over some of your strategies and make sure that my camera is actually too low. You guys also need to make sure that you're back testing a lot of this stuff, so when it does get into the market and the markets are live, you know what the heck you're doing. The last thing you want to do is be a deer in the headlights, you know, wondering where to get out, wondering when to adjust your take profit, when to adjust your stop loss. You want to do all that kind of before the day starts, because the last thing, you know, it can get you into a lot of trouble. So with that being said, make sure to like, comment, and share this video, subscribe, do all the good stuff. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.